Some families waiting on green cards noticed quiet movement in their cases, while others are still facing uncertainty, with timelines that haven't fully stabilized yet. Workers depending on employment authorization stayed alert for any sign of progress, and visa applicants abroad are still navigating embassy schedules that seem to change week by week. At the same time, conversations around travel restrictions and enforcement priorities remain very much part of the picture. As of this week in December 2025, immigration isn't frozen or settled. It's steadily shifting, and even small changes are having real impact on people's lives. In this video, we'll walk through the major U.S. immigration developments from this week, including green card processing, visa updates, EAD decisions, and the latest status of travel-related discussions, all based on confirmed public information and current agency activity. If you are liking this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it so that you may get updates straight to your smartphone. Now let's get into the video. This week began with noticeable activity inside USCIS, particularly in family-based green card cases. Applicants who had been waiting quietly for months reported updates on their case status, including shifts into active review, interview scheduling, and in some instances, approvals. Immigration attorneys believe USCIS is continuing its end-of-year effort to reduce older backlogs before fully transitioning into 2026 procedures. While this movement has not been uniform across all categories, it has provided relief to many families who feared their cases would remain stalled through the new year. At the same time, USCIS continued applying stricter intake and review standards. Applications with missing signatures, outdated forms, or inconsistent financial evidence were denied more quickly than in previous years. This reflects an ongoing policy direction focused on faster decisions with less tolerance for errors. While this approach has reduced unnecessary delays for well-prepared cases, it has also raised the stakes for applicants who rush filings or rely on incomplete documentation. The message from USCIS this week has been consistent: preparation matters. Employment-based green card processing also showed mixed but meaningful movement. Some applicants in categories that were already close to current saw progress toward final adjudication. Others, particularly in heavily backlogged categories, saw little change due to visa number limitations. What stood out this week was USCIS's continued effort to process cases more decisively once priority dates become current, reducing the long waiting periods between filing and final action that frustrated applicants earlier in the year. Work permit processing delivered some of the most positive news this week. Many applicants waiting for EAD renewals or initial approvals reported faster turnaround times, particularly those connected to adjustment of status filings in certain humanitarian categories. USCIS appears to have reallocated internal resources to prevent a large number of work permits from expiring at the end of the year. For thousands of workers and families, this meant avoiding job loss and financial disruption, a significant relief during the holiday season. Visa processing abroad remained uneven, but there were signs of gradual improvement. At the National Visa Center, document review times continued to shorten, allowing more cases to reach documentarily qualified status. Several applicants reported receiving updates after long periods of silence. However, consular interview availability continued to vary by country. Some embassies expanded appointment slots, while others remained constrained by staffing and security requirements. This means that while paperwork may be moving faster, interview scheduling remains one of the largest bottlenecks for families waiting overseas. This week also brought renewed attention to enforcement activity and coordination between immigration agencies. Publicly reported cases confirm that ICE continues targeted interior enforcement, focusing on individuals with final orders of removal, significant immigration violations, or cases flagged through shared data systems. While lawful permanent residents and applicants with clean records are not primary targets, the overall enforcement environment feels more visible and structured. Community advocates have noted that increased enforcement presence can create fear, even among those pursuing lawful status. Travel concerns resurfaced as well. Although no new travel ban has been officially announced this week, discussions around national security reviews and travel screening continue. Federal agencies have confirmed that enhanced screening procedures remain in place at ports of entry, particularly for travelers from regions under active review. For now, green card holders and valid visa holders are not subject to new restrictions, but travelers are experiencing longer questioning and more frequent secondary inspections. Immigration experts advise travelers to carry complete documentation and stay informed during this period. The visa bulletin remains a key factor shaping expectations. This week's discussions did not include dramatic changes, but stability itself was significant. Family-based categories avoided retrogression, and some employment-based categories held their ground or moved slightly forward. Analysts believe this cautious approach reflects agency efforts to manage demand carefully and prevent sudden disruptions early in 2026. While this means progress may feel slow, it also reduces the risk of abrupt setbacks. Another important development this week was increased transparency from USCIS regarding processing behavior. Agency updates emphasize that faster decisions do not mean automatic approvals. Instead, they reflect a shift toward clear outcomes, approvals for complete cases, and denials for those that do not meet requirements. This clarity, while challenging, allows applicants to make informed decisions rather than waiting indefinitely for responses. Court activity also remains relevant. Several immigration-related cases continue moving through the federal court system, including matters involving enforcement authority and procedural protections. While no major Supreme Court decision was issued this week directly affecting green card or visa processing, ongoing litigation continues to shape the boundaries of agency action. These cases contribute to the broader environment in which immigration policies are implemented and enforced. As the week comes to a close, the overall picture is complex but not bleak. Immigration in December 2025 is marked by cautious progress rather than dramatic change. Some applicants are seeing long-awaited movement. Others continue waiting due to structural limits like visa caps and consular capacity. Enforcement remains present but targeted, and travel policies remain under review rather than expansion. For immigrants and families, the most important takeaway from this week is awareness. Monitoring case status, responding promptly to agency requests, and ensuring filings are accurate and complete can make a real difference. The system is moving, but it is moving carefully, and those who are prepared are in the strongest position to benefit. As we approach the end of the year, agencies appear focused on closing out pending work, stabilizing operations, and setting expectations for early 2026. While uncertainty remains, this week demonstrated that progress is possible even within a tightly managed system. Staying informed and grounded in verified information will remain essential as the immigration landscape continues to evolve.